This is my optimal investment order. This is what helped me grow my net worth by 6 times in just a few years. Investing has changed my life. It allowed me to achieve financial freedom. Saving is important, but you can only save what you earned. Investing is what really accelerates your financial goals and exponentially increases your net worth. This video is actually the first one in my video series on investing. In future videos, we're going to dive deeper into each of the investment category, including real estate, stocks, and even buying existing businesses for cash flow. So make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay updated and not miss out. Now, before we jump into the details, I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. This order of investing is based on my own prioritization and what I wish I knew in my 20s. But for your own investments, I encourage you to do your own research and consider consulting with a financial advisor if necessary. Now that we got that out of the way, let's dive into it. First off, before you start investing, it's crucial to establish a solid financial foundation. That's why our first step is to build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is basically money set aside for unexpected expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or situations like a job loss. And no, new shoes or clothes are not emergencies. We're talking about things that can potentially impact your ability to work and earn money. Try to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a separate and easily accessible account. This fund acts as a safety net that will protect you from going into debt when unexpected situations like a job loss happens. I recommend parking this cash in a high-yield savings account. There are many right now that offers 4 to 5% interest rate. Personally, I'm using Marcus by Goldman Sachs, which pays a little over 5% interest rate. And I'm going to cover the top high-yield savings accounts in a future videos, so stay tuned for that. Once you have your emergency fund in place, then you want to pay off your high-interest debt. High-interest debts like credit cards or personal loans can be a major roadblock on your path to financial freedom. I consider any debts with over 5% interest as high-interest debts. It's important to prioritize paying off these debts because the interest can eat away your finances. Start by listing all your debts, including your interest rates and outstanding balances. Then you want to tackle the debt with the highest interest rate first, while making minimum payments on the other. Now, this approach is known as the debt avalanche method, and it helps you save money on interest repayments and speeds up your process to becoming debt-free. With your emergency fund secure and high-interest debts under control, the next thing you want to prioritize is employer-matched retirement accounts. If your employer offers a retirement account such as a 401k or 403b with matching contribution, take advantage of it. These accounts offer a fantastic opportunity to save for retirement with additional benefits. First, your contributions are often pre-tax, meaning you can lower your taxable income. Second, the matching contribution is like free money. I recommend contributing just enough to receive the full employer match. For example, in my case, my last employer, Microsoft, offered a 50% match. For every dollar I contributed to my 401k, they contribute 50 cents. So I just maximized my contribution limit, which was $22,500 for 2023. And Microsoft contributed a little over $11,000 to my 401k. Essentially, it's like an instant return of 50% on my investment. Now that you're taking full advantage of your employer-sponsored retirement account, let's explore the next step: individual retirement accounts or IRAs. If you already maxed out your contributions to your employer-matched retirement account, or if you don't have access to one, don't worry, you can still save for retirement through an IRA. There are 2 main types: traditional and Roth IRA. With a traditional IRA, your contributions may be tax deductible, but you have to pay tax when you withdraw the money in retirement. On the other hand, Roth IRA's contributions are not tax deductible, but your withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Personally, I prefer Roth IRA because both my contributions and earnings grow tax-free forever. Now that we covered retirement savings options, let's move on to the health savings accounts or HSAs. Now, this one is a little bit lower priority for me at the moment because in general, I'm still healthy and haven't had many medical bills. But if you anticipate significant medical expenses, I would bump this up to number 2 on our list before the Roth IRA. The reason is that HSAs provide a triple tax advantage. Contributions are pre-tax, withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free, and you can invest your HSA balance just like any other investment option. If you completed all previous steps and still have the monies to invest, it's time to explore taxable investment accounts. These accounts provide flexibilities with no contribution limits or withdrawal restrictions. You can invest in a diverse range of assets like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds based on your risk tolerance and financial goals. Just keep in mind that you'll be subject to capital gains taxes on any profits you make when you sell investment in these accounts. In future videos in this series, I'll talk more in depth about how to pick different stock options to invest in, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Finally, if you still have money left after taxable investment accounts, then you want to tackle the low interest debts. Low interest debts typically include your mortgage or car loans. For me, any loans with under 5% interest rate is considered a low interest debt. Currently, my mortgage rate is less than 3%, so I wouldn't prioritize paying extra for my mortgage since I know that I can get better return on investment in other areas. However, understand that interest rates these days can be above 7%. So if you plan to keep your property long term, it may be worth paying a little extras to reduce the amount of interest you have to pay. Congratulations on making it this far. I hope you now have a clearer picture of how to prioritize your money, from building an emergency fund to paying off high interest debts, investing in tax efficient and taxable investment accounts, and finally addressing low interest debts. Remember, investing is a long-term journey and it's important to stay patient and disciplined. And if you found any value in this video and feel extra generous today, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This doesn't cost you anything. That way I know that I'm providing you the value and the information that you need. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay financially savvy.